Hey everyone, Mario from Transverse Audio here. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to do the arrangement of an electronic music track. This is the fifth and final video in the 5-video series of how to produce an EDM track, and in the process, we're going to be finishing the arrangement of the track that we've previously produced so far. So stick around. Okay, to start off, let's quickly revisit the steps that we need to do to complete this track. In the previous video, we progressed all the way to the build-up section. So now, we will need to arrange that section of the track and then the drop itself. And we will also want to make a vision in our head of how we want to structure the rest of the track. A way we can arrange this is to have another breakdown after the drop, give it another 8 to 16 bars or so, and have another drop. Depending whether you want to have a 3-minute or a 5-minute track with a long extended intro and outro, this is up to your imagination, and you have complete creative freedom on this, to arrange your track however you want. But this is just so we can arrange this track for this video. So we can just put some time markers again, to mark each section and give our project a cleaner view. But if need be, we can change these markers and extend or shorten these sections later. So let's begin with the build-up. So like in the previous video, I've chosen a few audio samples here and FX that we can use for the rest of the track. These can be found in most free sample packs if you just look around the internet and type in the genre that you're producing in. So to arrange the build-up, we can add the chords and the lead here. But we're going to extend the automation filters we made in the previous video all the way until the drop. This will give that faded effect in these elements, which will fit well for the build-up. We will also add white noise FX here as well, along with a couple more risers and downlifters as well, to add more to the suspense and energy before the drop. A good way to create more suspense for your build-up is to add a build-up filler audio sample in there. This is just snare hits building up in a suspenseful way to increase the tension. You can create this manually too, but for the sake of this video and time, I chose an audio sample here. So let's add this. I think this will do for the build-up. If you remember in the last video, we also added a reverb and delay to the lead. So I will create an automation clip of those as well. So we can play around with those as well throughout the track. For the build-up here, I will remove the delay and reverb from the lead and extend it until the end of the build-up. As a side note, I am a big believer though of the track constantly changing and evolving throughout its duration, and not having same parts being repetitive. So, keeping that in mind, we will do our best to keep each part of the track a little bit unique. Let's arrange the drop now. So this part is supposed to reach the peak intensity of our track. So we want to have all our elements playing here. The length of our first drop will be this long, so I will extend our elements through here. I will copy all of our elements from this part of the intro where all our percussions are playing and add them in the drop. To make it unique, I will remove the main hi-hat from the first half of the drop to make the second half more intense along with the hi-hat. Let's do the same with this percussion too, and remove it from the first half. To finish off the first drop, add white noise here as well. And we will also add some impact audio samples at the drop points themselves. These are pretty self-explanatory and fun to use too. Next will be our second breakdown, after the drop. This is the part where the track will drop in intensity completely, and we can use this section to calm the energy of the track down. while creating an even longer buildup for the second drop of the track. Let's add the chords and lead here as well. But with the EQ automation clips here, let's create an even bigger cutoff here, right after the drop, so they're slowly building up all the way until the second drop. I will also add the FX audio samples here, including the risers and downlifters, to create that suspenseful sound effect. And I will also add another build-up filler audio sample here as well. And to add a little bit more creativity to this second build-up, I will add a little bit of delay and reverb in the automation clips of the lead, all the way until the drop. Now for the second drop, we will copy all the elements from the first drop and add them here. But keeping in mind that we want to have all the sections in the track different, even if it's a tiny element or an automation clip curve that makes that section just a little bit unique. So let's try and arrange it a bit differently here. So for this drop, let's have all the elements playing in the first half of the drop, and in the second half, add a new audio sample percussion. Let's add this shaker sample and arrange it here. And remember, there are so many ways that we can add details and tweak every single part of this track to improve it and tailor it to our imagination for how we want our final product and track to sound. But we'll keep it fairly simple for the sake of this video and time. After the second drop, let's make an outro for the track. And for the outro, you want the track to slowly sign off and steadily drop in energy. Let's just copy all of our percussion elements here. And let's also add the chords here too. I will remove the main hat element here, and to finish the outro, I will also remove the kicks in the last bar. Let's also remove the clap just before the end, like this. And for the chords, have the EQ automation clip slowly fading towards the end, like this. If you're interested now, stick around to hear how the whole track sounds, having just arranged everything from the intro all the way to the outro. That will do for this video. Hopefully, you've made it this far and enjoyed the video and track that we produced in the process. If you've learned a thing or two about arranging a track, please drop a like and subscribe, as it helps the channel immensely. Also, comment below on what's your favorite genre and what you'd like to see next. And as always, thanks for watching!